Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Megan from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. We have a lot going on this week, so I'm not pulling an overall energy card. I'm hoping that your reading will not take as long as the Aries reading just took. Holy cow, that was an hour. Spirit was chatty. I know you don't have time for that. So I will timestamp for the Destiny reading for November if that is what you're here for. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, please. It helps my analytics, but more importantly, it helps me to connect with your energy. And you will find that that you are more likely to resonate with the reading that way. So let's start talking about Mercury retrograde. I feel like that is the big story. Is all the stuff that's going on in Scorpio. The sun is in Scorpio, Mercury is retrograding in Scorpio, then we just had that new moon in Scorpio. And for you, Taurus, this is all happening in your 7th house of partnerships. This could be business partnerships, and it could be intimate partnerships. So yeah, a lot of things going on. Scorpio is about the death, the rebirth, the changing. Mercury in retrograde is about renewing, reviewing, replenishing, anything that starts with an R. So people will say that in Mercury retrograde, exes come back. It's particularly true in certain signs, and for you, because this is your 7th house partnership, it's a real possibility that you might reconnect with friends from the past, or reconnect with someone from the past. It could be to take your relationship and give it another shot, or it could be just to create closure. There's no guarantees on any of that, right? So I am using the Mercury retrograde book that I have from Yasmin Bolin and Kim Farnell. It just came out, and she has this little list of 5 things to do if it happens, if Mercury retrograde is occurring in your 7th house, which it is. And it says bury. I like to make up words. Bury. I don't even know how to say that word. The hatchet with an enemy or a frenemy. I like that they use the word frenemy. Okay, contact an old friend you haven't spoken to in a while. So this is a really good chance to reconnect with somebody that you really enjoy their company, and maybe you've been super busy and there hasn't been an opportunity. And it's a good time to renegotiate the terms of partnership, business or intimate. Maybe somebody is doing more than their fair share or not doing their fair share, however that goes. So take a look at that. It is an opportunity to reconcile with an ex, or to create closure. Excuse me. I had the heat on because I seem to be going through something where my hands are super, super cold. It could just be the fact that it's fall. And then work to achieve balance in your relationships. So partnerships, equal give and take, letting go of the parts that don't work so that there's room for growth to create something that is abundant and that works and that grows for you. And so that is kind of what the energy of that Mercury retrograde will do for you. And then we have the new moon in Scorpio. The new moon in Scorpio, if you watch some of my other videos, I'm struggling. I am a water sign. It's happening in a water sign. And Mercury in retrograde creates this static, this noise out there where communication becomes an issue. And boy, it's just, when you'll catch me like pausing, I'm really sorry, just heads up. So the new moon in Scorpio happened on Sunday night at 11:39 p.m., not Saturday night, which I said in a couple of them. And so that was Sunday. And then for some of the world, it happened on Monday morning. And so that energy is really strong right now. There is a energy of the planets in general really strong for manifesting I was going to say for manifesting what you want, but actually for manifesting, so it's really important that you are conscious of what you are putting out into the universe. Because if you are putting out negative thoughts, negative feelings, that doomsday scenario in your head, then there is a real opportunity that is what you are going to create, what you are going to manifest. So positive words. What do you want? The big ask, the big wish list. And we have this whole thing with this new moon in Scorpio happening at 4 degrees of Scorpio. And Uranus is in Taurus, your sign of manifesting, in the material world. So that is plants and food source. It's also financial aspects, and they are in opposition right now. And so that's kind of tense. Uranus likes to come in and blow things up and create chaos to create a new way of looking at things, a new perspective. In general, it actually ends up being better, but the chaos when you're a Taurus is not going to feel like it's better. And so this is kind of an uncomfortable stressor energy. So you might be feeling some stresses around your finances. In the 8th house of Scorpio, it does rule financial things as far as other people's money. So investments, credit card debt. If you're getting an inheritance, money in a partnership. So other people's money, and with this Uranus there in this opposition, things might be a little tense on the financial area for you. The good news is that opposition doesn't last very long. The bad news is Uranus is in Taurus for 7 years. So 1 down, 6 to go. Hang in there. Okay. That's for the world, though. It's not just Taurus. That is the global thing that's happening there. So hang in there. Karma is being cleared. So a lot of things with partnerships. If you are in a partnership with somebody that's not working out for you, but you've learned lessons from them, you know, it's time to clear that out and to allow new things to come in. And again, this could be intimate or business. We'll see what the cards have to say, but it could be in either thing, especially with this whole money thing. It feels like it could be very business oriented, okay? And so situations that you agreed to come here, lessons you agreed to come here and learn before you got here, that kind of things are clearing out and creating this new fertile ground for going forward and creating what you want. You are a co-creator of spirit. You can manifest what you want, and now is the time to plant your seeds of intention for what you want. Don't have the doomsday scenario in your head, because that's what you're going to create. So think high vibrational, highest good of all. What is the big ask that you want? That is what you focus on. So for this new moon, go ahead and sit down and write down what it is you want, and write down your gratitude list. And you might be thinking, I have a lot to be grateful for right now. There's a lot going on. And that may or may not be true. But there's also a lot to be grateful for. There might be a lot going on, but there's lots to be grateful for. So find it, write it down, start making that list, and make that list as long as you possibly can, because the more you realize how much you have to be grateful for, the more that abundance mindset comes in, and that raises your vibration. And when you raise your vibration and you start viewing the world in a positive way, then that attracts in more positive energy to you. We attract in the energy that we put out. Everything is a mirror to us. So things you don't like in people are probably things you don't like about yourself. Things you appreciate in other people are probably things you appreciate about yourself. So that vibrational energy, that mirroring energy, so raise your vibration. Be in the attitude of gratitude so that you can bring in more things to be grateful for. That's how it works. That's why the rich get richer, people. That's why that works, because they know they can create. They know they can manifest. And so they live in that abundant mindset. And that's why they bring it in. And Taurus, you have the ability to do this probably better than anybody in the financial thing. It's a love thing that seems to be a little stressor for you. And so knowing that you can manifest in the relationships that you want, believing in that is how you do that, okay? That self-doubt that comes for Taurus in the, I sometimes think Tauruses think that they need to have something magnificent in the financial sector to offer in order to be attractive to the others, to a partner, future partner. And in order to do that, you know, so they're working really hard. They think they kind of wrap their self-esteem up in that. But honestly, there's so much more to a person than their financial status. And when Taurus learns that is when Taurus starts elevating in all levels of their life. And so I've been seeing this happen with a lot of Taurus. And so congratulations. This is your opportunity to really think about what is abundance. What does it mean to you? And starting to create that. All right, so that's kind of the energy that you're going through actually for this month, this actually finishing out the year kind of energy, because it's so potent with opportunities for growth and manifestation. And so right now with this moon in Scorpio, it is about looking through the keyhole and realizing, oh my gosh, there's so much out there. But there's also this energy of isolating, of pulling in and centering ourselves and going, okay, but what do I really want? What is important to me? And this is a good thing to do. It's a great time for self-awareness. It's okay that you're out there in the world just, being you, doing you, keep doing the day-to-day things, but don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, these are excellent cards. So understanding what it is you want. You have playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestation. Again, putting yourself in that higher vibrational mindset, that mindset of I love my life. My life is fun. You will attract in fun things into your life. When you put yourself in the mindset that you want to be in, you get to choose. It's totally choice. So we have stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. So I know sometimes it feels like, especially in retrograde, everything slows down and it's going to feel like you're slogging it out. Like, oh my gosh, again, I'm so tired. I don't want to. Keep moving. You're so close to getting to where you want, and you have alchemy. Of course you have alchemy. This is a Taurus card if I ever saw one. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Believe it, because it's true. You can manifest better than any other sign, anything you want. It's not just what you can manifest in the physical. It's what you can manifest in the spiritual, the emotional, the mental. You can manifest. You are the greatest manifester in the zodiac. And so on Wednesday, when that moon, well, it's actually Tuesday night at 5:58 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the moon moves into Sagittarius. And this is where you start looking toward the future with hope, where you start accepting help, or at least accepting the situation for what it is. And when you can accept what a situation is, then you can start making the plans and figuring out what to do next. And then that's when the growth happens. And Wednesday is a really great opportunity. Mercury goes retrograde on the 31st, and it stays retrograde until it goes direct on the 20th of November. And so this day right here, Wednesday, is a great opportunity to be very productive. So wrapping things up, trying to get stuff done before Mercury goes retrograde. Some communications are already a little staticky and muddled and confusing. So make sure you are reviewing anything before you send it out, right? All the R words. Review it, rewrite it. Redesign it, figure it out, cross your T's, dot your I's, be sure that you're communicating in the clearest, simplest forms, and then try to have patience for the fact that not everybody is aware of this static. And you might know it in general, but in a moment you might forget it. And so make sure you're being as clear and concise as you possibly can so that the information that is being received is the information you are trying to give, right? There's two parts to information. There's the delivery and there's the receiver, right? So trying to make sure that it is the same message. So you have healing energy. You have healing energy. So in this part right here, this acceptance of help to help heal a situation, there's that energy of impulse coming in because it's in Sagittarius, like I got to go do something, but allowing for healing to happen, maybe not running so quick to do something. Let me see what else you have here before I decide if that's what I want to say. Okay, yeah, no, so a little time of introspection, a little time to do the healing because you have look beneath the surface. So you see how he's like the clown? The clown is happy on the outside, going about life, doing the day. That's that isolation energy of the Scorpio moon influencing everything, and the Scorpio sun. The sun's in Scorpio, right? And so this is really what's going on here with the new moon is really going on for the month for you. It's this partnership review plus being in retrograde. So all this stuff is, wow, it's going to be some deep diving, some getting down into the depths of the situation and seeing where you are. But you have be joyful. You have be joyful. So again, while you're digging around and looking at the root causes of things and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what do I want, what don't I want, what am I going to manifest, what are my hopes, goals, and dreams in this relationship, either business or personal, while you're doing that, remember that your attitude is going to affect what you manifest. So, finding the joy in the moment. Put on the happy music, get up and dance and sing, go for a walk in nature, enjoy the changes of the seasons that they're happening depending on which hemisphere you're in. You're either walking into spring, and I'm a little jealous if you are, or you're walking into winter, but the fall has its own beauty. It's the death and the rebirth process. It's the letting go. And as the things, as the seasons shift and the plants are changing, some of them are brilliant. And there's even when the trees are bare, there's like this beauty against the gray sky sometimes. It's really kind of breathtaking. So look for the beauty, feel the joy, enjoy the crisp air, enjoy the change of the season, and allow that we are coming up onto another equinox. And so it's a time of pulling in and doing the deep dive and the searching through this retrograde period. Also, you know, a chance to review financial situations, I just heard. Okay. So, the moon is going to move into Capricorn on Thursday night, 10:38 p.m. That's a fellow earth sign. That's a very comfortable energy for you, but it's in your house of higher knowledge, higher learning, research, long distance travel. And so there may be an opportunity to really, oh my gosh, because Mercury is in retrograde, if you are planning a trip, make sure you're double checking that itinerary and checking at the airport before you leave the house and all those things, because delays are a thing and it could affect that. But this is a time for where are you going to invest? Where are you going to invest your time and your energy and your resources? You know, this is about remembering that you are important and loving yourself and allowing the abundance of the universe to nurture you and nourish you. And also nourishing and nurturing yourself through self-care, by loving yourself. So slow and steady is the work of Capricorn right now because Mercury's in retrograde. So moving forward, yes, carefully, looking where you're putting your foot, keeping your balance, small shoots of growth happening, little pieces here and there. Where do you need to clear the debris to allow these things to grow? You know, gotta weed the garden sometimes, right? So you have, wow, you have the star of Venus, you have the sorceress of light. She guards the water of life, and the sweet paradox of empowering grace. Okay. This is looking more like a love partnership than a work partnership. But before I read the book on these things, and I am going to, because, you know, they're just so, Alana Fairchild is so amazing. But the thing I would like to say is, in a work scenario, do you love what you're doing? Do you feel appreciated? Do you get up happy to go to work every day? Because if not, it might be time to consider something else. All right. So what do we have? We have the 2, which is a partnership. We have 28, which is a 2 plus 8 is 10. That's a 1. That's a new beginning. And then we have stability. We have the 4, and then we have 4-0. This is about creating stability in a partnership and a new beginning is the numerology of the cards that were pulled for you. So let's just see what they have to say. Financial healing. Financial healing is indicated. Let go of fear and trust unconditionally that the universe is supporting you. What brings you a sense of joy, purpose, and passionate devotion? Focus on that. Believe in your ability to thrive by being and expressing your authentic self. Notice how you relax into the flow and more easily attract what you need when you acknowledge that the universe wants you to flourish through being you. Oh, everything I just said. Focus on putting your beautiful beliefs into the world and not in consuming the negative fear of others. Give of your spirit abundantly. Nothing is beyond the reach of divine assistance. Trust, and you can fulfill your purpose of being a positive influence in the world. And so, putting out into the universe. So, maybe you're feeling a little financially strapped, but where can you volunteer your time? Where can you donate some clothing? What can you do that puts it positive energy out into the universe that opens up that gate that allows the flow to come back to you? So, kind of taking a look at that right now might be really beneficial. And so then we have When there is something within your heart that you know you are on this planet to accomplish. So again, we could be talking about work, right? You shall be given equal grace, power, talent, and ability to succeed in that mission. This is the divine promise and sacred plan for you. If a miracle is required for success, then one shall be given. Pray with courage and confidence for your rightful divine inheritance, and allow your bold heart and loving soul to believe in your beautiful, hope-filled destiny. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, so this could totally be about financial stability. Love it. Nothing makes Taurus happier. Ooh, I should read 4 first. I was trying to do it numerically, and I totally missed that one. Okay. Consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life, whether they be habits, people, or forms of entertainment, media that threaten to distort the pure and the wise use of your wild spirit and ignited mind. Whilst it is important to engage with others, the sacred creator, this is that withdrawing into yourself and you isolating to create space for yourself, okay? Well, whilst it is important to engage with others, the sacred creator within you requires time and space and solitude to process, reflect, contemplate, and create. Only then can you remember who you are and what is important to you. And summon the inner power to act accordingly. In this way, you will not become overly swayed by lesser forces, particularly mainstream consciousness that perpetuates victimization through patterns of behaviors. Give yourself a chance for spiritual, psychological, and emotional time out, cleansing so that you can recognize the inner truth of your own soul and adhere to it faithfully. This is you standing in the light of your own power, knowing what it is you want, not being swayed by all the negative crap that's out there that's not even true, more than half of it. Maybe more than 90% of it. Not that I want to sound... wow. All I know is during that last election cycle here in the U.S., I lost friends on the left and the right. I am not taking a stand in one direction or the other. I just remember saying to people, did you fact check that? So doing a little fact checking or removing yourself, whatever works for you. Okay. In this one right here, it says, ask for a healing, a mentoring, or assistance to support you now. This support will help you feel stronger and more empowered so as to deal with any challenges and to be reassured that your spirit can handle it. There is a spiritual protection for you now as you follow the guidance to explore conscious movement and creative self-expression. This can stir up old energy, releasing it from you and allowing the vital process to take hold within you. You are going through an initiation in which you will need to reassert your happiness and joy anytime it slips into the darkness of doubt or fear or anxiety. Take time to dance, sing. I think we mentioned that. Drum and affirm your aliveness with joy and courage. Become spiritually bolder in the face of anything that attempts to diminish you. Have faith in the power of the divine being, the supreme power. You are watched over by love. Removing the negative influences that are keeping you from feeling the joy, right? So you have playtime, you have stay optimistic, you have find the joy. And so Taurus, I feel like that maybe you've been feeling really kind of like, wow, there's so much negative stuff going on in Taurus. With Uranus in Taurus, it's been a rough year on the financial. When the financial is rocked for Taurus, it kind of rocks like the whole world. So don't put all your eggs in the financial basket to create happiness. This is your opportunity to learn that happiness is so much more than your bank balance. It is the people in your life that you care about. It is your dreams and your goals. It is knowing who you are. It is knowing that you are loved. It is knowing that you are love. You are love. You are divine love, right? And so knowing and finding the joy and the peace and the serenity in the chaos that is created by Uranus being in Taurus. Finding your balance in the middle of the storm. Knowing who you are, loving who you are, appreciating who you are, allows you to know and love and appreciate the beauty around you. So whichever way it goes, do you need to draw from the beauty around you to love yourself? It's all a mirror. So that's fine, whatever it takes. This is a time of healing and releasing what's not working in your life and riding out this financial storm that it feels like is happening here. And so when the moon moves into Sagittarius on Aquarius on Sunday. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, right? And it's that thinking outside of the box. It's that shaking things up energy. It's that looking at things a different way. It's being adaptable to finding a new path. Things have changed. Taurus doesn't like that. You are a fixed sign. Aquarius is a fixed sign, which is funny because Aquarius creates all this change. Leo is a fixed sign and Scorpio is a fixed sign. Making change is hard. The interesting thing about Aquarius fixed sign is that they see that change needs to happen and they set their mind on it. And what's hard to change for them is that they may not have all the facts. They may not have enough information. Their way may not be the only way. That being said, that's true for everybody. And also, they are creative problem solvers, right? They know how to think things through it or a different perspective. They twist things upside down and look at it and go, oh, you know what? Let's try this. It's beautiful. Okay, so here we go. Real Scorpio retrograde energy. It says mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. That is that, you know, do you need to call a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while because you guys had a falling out over something? Do you need to forgive them? Do you need to forgive yourself? Have that conversation. Could be a loved one. Could be a friend. You know, it could be a lot of things. And here's an opportunity to really, you know, to work your way through that. That energy is available to you with retrograde. It's a chance to really review where we are in life and what we're deciding to do. So, all right. I am going to move on to the destiny part. We're at 27 minutes. Of course we are. These are just long, long, long readings. I'm trying. Spirit's chatty. There's a lot going on. And so, you know, we just go with it. Didn't want to have to do 2 readings a week, but apparently it's the same amount of time. Okay, so let's see what the overall energy for this destiny reading is for you. It is for the month of November, but it has really serious consequences, I feel, going forward. The choices and the decisions you make now will have an effect. What is... Okay. Is it this one or is it this one? Okay, it's this one. So, what is the best thing that you could do to move things forward in your life to create the positive kind of change that you want, that you need, that you're looking for? You have appreciation. Of course you do. That attitude of gratitude, that getting your mindset, going out and finding the joy, living your life to the fullest and not being so concerned about what you can't control, and appreciating and loving what there is going on and understanding that your value, your sense of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, and finances, right? That's what Taurus rules. Well, self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, that's 3 things. Finances is 1. It's only a part of what is going on here. Appreciation is knowing or understanding the value of an experience, and it is often expressed with feelings of gratitude. In this step, it specifically means to honor an experience with open arms and a healed heart. Oftentimes, once appreciation is experienced, forgiveness follows. All right, so we're talking partnerships, right? So whether it's a business partnership, which it looks like it could have been with all that financial stuff that just showed up there, or a romantic partnership, okay. Apparently that's the key to the situation card. What was I going to say? Appreciation. So, lessons in life, right? So we come in here, and like I said, karma is being resolved right now. And you made an agreement before you incarnated, oh, Mercury, into this lifetime to learn these lessons with one another, to teach one another, and to allow for growth and discovery and soul growth. And we are not going to live with that. Thank you. Wow, I don't like... Oh, that's so interesting. I can't wait to see what we have here. Oh, Taurus. Okay. Overall energy. Overall energy for your destiny reading is finding balance. I'm dying to see how this goes. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. The key to the situation is the cornucopia. I want you to look, though. Yes, there are coins, but there's so much more. This is about abundance in all aspects. This is the spiritual abundance being brought in. We've got the butterfly of transformation. We've got all kinds of good things here. Abundant mindset is not just about money. And it's not just about love. It is about the emotional. It is about the physical. It is about the mental. It is about the spiritual. There is so much that creates abundance in our life. But mostly, I want to say for you, it's the abundance of appreciation that you have that creates the joy. The level of joy that you feel directly represents how abundant you will feel. So when you choose to be abundant in joyfulness, when you choose to be appreciative, when you choose to enjoy your life and find the joy in every moment that you possibly can, when you stuff all that joy in and the bag of joy is so full, you realize how abundant you are, and it spills out. And it spills out as this high vibrational energy that brings all the other kinds of abundance in. Appreciation is the key, remember? Appreciation is the key. Okay, so in the recent past, you have been looking at a contract. It could be, again, it's partnership, right? So it's partnership in business, it's partnership in a marriage contract, it is partnership. You could have been getting into a relationship or getting out, like business relationship, you know. You were investigating. News and information was coming in about some kind of a legal situation. When I see the Justice card, I also think this is about karmic justice, because we have such big things going on. So some kind of karmic justice, some kind of situation that the scales needed to be balanced. And remember, the angel of balance is the overriding energy here. And so I think you've been trying to figure out what creates that balance. What creates that justice in my life? Again, the balance, the alchemy you can create, you can manifest. And then the house of transformation, Scorpio, house of transformation, the coffin, the death, and the rebirth. We have the alchemist here. You can combine any elements you want to create what you want. It was in the reverse. It makes me think that you don't think you can do this. You can. And when you do this, that's when the transformation occurs. When you believe in yourself, when you trust in yourself, when you start taking the action to co-create with spirit, that is when you can manifest this cornucopia in your life that you really want. And look at this. This is what you have coming in. You have a woman holding a heart. This is the receptive energy. So this is receiving love. This could be the love of the universe. This could be love of another person. This is opening up your heart to receiving love. It's on the area of your mind, though. So you're thinking about it. It doesn't mean you're feeling it. You're desiring it. You're desiring an abundance of this because it's in the house of the fish, which is about abundance. You want to receive abundance of, but fish also represents money, so hopefully this is not love of money. It could be. And for some of you, maybe you're just really strapped, and that would really just make your life feel more balanced. You know what it means. But because we're talking about partnership, It would be in a business. Wow. In the house of anxiety of mice, we have anxiety. Whoa, that is so much stress. Oh, Taurus. Oh. All right. In the area of the heart, we have the envy card, but at least it's in reverse. So if you're running around being envious of what other people have that you don't have, letting that go, be opening your heart to receiving is really important. Wow. The obstacle is the family. Okay. Wanting that happy family is a real obstacle. Or some situation, maybe you're working a lot and it's creating obstacles around the family. But if this is anxiety about I don't want to hurt my family to get the justice, Okay, so we have the community card here in the action. This is the part about reconnecting. This is reconnecting energy. So this is reconnecting with family and friends. This looks more like friends than family. Putting yourself out there. What's the word I want? Volunteering time in something. So say you're looking for a job. Networking by volunteering is a good way to make contacts. But this feels more like the joy that you're supposed to find in community. So doing something fun. Because you are being asked to appreciate, to bring the balance into your life. Maybe you are working so much that what you really need to do is find time for your family. And do stuff with them that's fun. Because what I saw here was this. The deceit card. But it did come out in the reverse. And so I think in the future, you stop hiding from yourself. You stop hiding the truth from yourself. And when I asked for clarification on it, what I got was this. We have the man holding a coin and the female holding the coin. This is a destined couple. This is soulmate energy, but it's more than that. It feels like twin flame energy. And I think that when you stop worrying about what other people have and start allowing yourself to receive it, when you find the joy in your life, when you really understand what abundance is, then you meet your vibrational match. And you find that balance. And a man holding a coin and the female holding a coin makes me laugh because this to me is thy Taurus card. This is earth energy. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the giving. This is the creating and this is the receiving. This is the nurturing and growing. This is the manifesting. This is a couple. But in order to create this, the lies have to go away. And when I see the deceit card in the reverse, I think there's a real possibility that when you're truly honest with yourself and truly honest with your partner, it brings the joy. I think that joy comes in. And so, is there a possibility that you're reconnecting with someone? Yes, it could be someone. You could be reconnecting with your current partner. Maybe there's been a lot of distance. You could be reconnecting with someone from the past. Because it is retrograde. Or it just could be that you're reconnecting with yourself and you raise your vibration and you attract in the mutual partner. You find the balance. The balance within you. When you understand that you don't have to feel envious in the heart. You don't have to worry about what other people have. That you are open to receiving love. That you are abundant and you can create it. This comes down to you understanding that you create your life and finding the joy. Right now, the action step is to find the joy. Wow. There is a gateway opening up right now. A lot of twin flames. I haven't really talked about twin flames a lot until recently, but I've had to because it's happening. There's been cycles where they've gotten really close to reconnecting, and then something falls apart. And again, it feels like a lot of them are getting close, but again, it could fall apart. And so I don't want anybody like throwing all their eggs in the twin flame basket, okay? But I am saying that the reason twin flames come together, it isn't just so that, oh my God, I'm with the love of my life. I have that perfect partner. Oh my gosh, there's so many cards. It is because together, your ability to manifest, this is manifestation energy here when I have the pentacles, the coins here, right? That's manifest. You have the ability to manifest for the higher and the greatest good of all. Together, you have the ability to create something that's larger than just between the two of you. That's what twin flames are here to do. And the card that came out was incredible energy. Thank you for filling me with unlimited energy of divine love and light. That's the cornucopia. I just want to see here. Okay. So, if you have a situation where you're dealing with a loved one who is this happy family situation here where, okay, so you have a loved one, this is why you're so anxious because maybe you're worried about how can you afford to take care of a loved one. Something to consider is home health, because home health came out. So creative problem solving, right? There's an opportunity to do that. So doing a little more research, because we have also second opinion. So second opinion. So if there's an actual physical situation that's going on around the family, really investigating all the different avenues, getting the second opinions, doing what you need to do because we do have improving health. So that is one group of people. So not everybody here, this could be about your partnership, and there could be a situation where there's a physical ailment, in-laws, your parents, somebody needs some help, okay? And so that kind of energy is definitely something here that's happening, okay? And then there's the other group of you, because we have relationship. And we have divine intervention, which could be for both. Help is on the way. It's here. You're being aided. You're being guided. This actually shows divine intervention with like, there's a surgery thing going on here. Okay. And this would totally be affecting your relationship. And so if for instance, that all this stress and this pressure of this health situation has created a gap, a distance in your relationship, then use this energy to receive love, to give love, to reconnect with your partner, to remember why it is you're together, to find that balance. All work and no play. It's not good. So this says have courage to ask for and accept help. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you need more information, more help, it's there. You have obstacles and blocks are lifted. Experience an increase in your energy and manifestation abilities. Increased energy. Taurus, this is you. You can do this. You do this naturally. You do this without thinking about it. You can do this. So take a look around. Pick your head up. Look around. You can do this. Stop worrying about what you don't have. Start counting your blessings. Appreciation. Finding the balance. Appreciation. Finding the balance. Because the energy is here. Obstacles are being lifted. Divine intervention is taking place. Your prayers are being answered. Okay, so if it's a health situation, if it's a relationship situation, whatever it is, if it's a financial situation, believing in yourself and knowing that you can manifest whatever it is that you need. Whoa. Okay. Holy cow. So, I really like numerology, and I always like to look at these and figure out what the numerology is. First, you have the 32. That's a 5. That's change, but that's difficult change. Change is always difficult. Change is hard. We have the 7, which, look at that card. That looks, woo, this is fractal art. That looks difficult. It's a 7 that's taking the high road no matter what with the 7. I don't know what the card says. We'll read. And then we have stability. We have 13, which is a 4. 13, though, is the card of the death and transformation of Scorpio. It rules Scorpio. And so to create stability, there has to be a death and a transformation. That does not mean a death of a person. That means a death of an attitude. It means a death of a situation. We're not talking about people dying. We're talking about letting things fall out of your life that don't work, showing the appreciation, allowing new things to come in, nurturing it, caring for it, nurturing and caring for it to grow it, to create that balance. All right, so let's read on that 7 first, that really difficult looking 7 going, whoa. Oh my gosh, it's you. It's called the Bull. It's you. You showed up for yourselves. That's excellent. The Bull Guide. The Bull Guide appears to offer you strength as you move through your life. He imparts the teaching and the wisdom of standing strong and firm when you need to, and not allowing others to cross your personal boundaries. Yes. Look at all situations happening around you at this time. Bull Guide is here to help you to be firm wherever and whenever you need to be. He wants to remind you that you are strong. You are deeply supported. You are deeply supported. Look at all the support here. Obstacles are being lifted, right? You are deeply supported as you find your way to your own self-empowerment. Step into your self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. Taurus, that's what you're here for, right? You rule the house of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. It's not all about the money. It is about how do you view yourself, and are you living the life that brings you joy? Okay, this one. Rebirth. Now is the time for quiet retreat and rest. It is a wonderful opportunity to nourish your heart, mind, and soul. The Universal Mother has taken you into her womb in preparation for rebirth. You are being called to rediscover yourself, to take clear evaluation of your life, relationships, and your own self-worth. Take time away in solitude during this time and reflect on, in reflection, you may notice things that no longer serve you simply fall away. Things will change during that powerful process. It is okay. Everything is exactly how as it should be. Releasing the envy. Thinking about opening your heart to receiving love so that you can create this balanced relationship that you want. But not only that, you deserve. Everyone does. And then the last card we're going to look at is this one. Nurturing Universe. This card encompasses all aspects of being divinely nurtured and supported. It calls to allow the full flow of loving energy within you to nurture and support you. This is spiraling, yeah, I can almost talk, healing energy. It is available to you at all times. It surrounds you and embraces you. You are never alone in your journey. You are always supported and cared for. Receiving the nurturing and the care, right? This nurturing feminine energy calls you to her arms. Rest with her for a while. Let her soothe your heart and heal your wounds, guide you gently and lovingly onto your path. Of course, I do not know exactly what all is going on here. There looks like there's family issues, like there's financial issues, like there's relationship issues, but I think at the heart of it all is there's a self-esteem issue. You are so loved by the universe. You can manifest whatever you want. You need to believe in yourself. It isn't just about money. It is about loving yourself. When you love yourself, when you believe in yourself, when you have confidence in yourself that comes from knowing that you are just this magnificent person because you are a spark of God. When you can start there, Wow. When you can start there, then you attract that relationship, which is what I think Taurus at its heart really wants. Taurus is represented in the Tarot by the Hierophant, which is the institutional marriage card. And I think that Taurus wants this. I think Taurus wants this, but I think Taurus needs to do some healing and some appreciating of what they have and reconnecting with themselves first. But also, if you are in a relationship that you are trying to work things through, making sure that you are reconnecting with your partner, because for your Goddess card, you got Guinevere, true love. This is a love reading, Taurus. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. And that is great love connection right there. So, congratulations. You can do this. Do the work. Take the time to heal. Draw within. Raise your vibration. While you're drawing within, though, and centering yourself, pay attention to what is around you that brings you joy and happiness. And do those things. Okay? Healing from within, but experiencing the joy. Okay? So that you can attract more good stuff to you. So that you can attract this. I mean, come on. That's excellent. All right? All right, Taurus, we'll talk soon. You have a great month. Have a great week. I'll be back next week. All right, take care.